Welcome back to another episode of the Game Winner Pod. I'm your host, Malique. That's AJ. A lot we're gonna get into. We're gonna talk a lot of basketball, some football, some trades going around the league, some releases. Got Kyrie's injury, LeBron reaching 50K points. We're gonna get into all of that. How you feeling there, my boy?
Feeling good, bro. How about you?
Been good. Had a long day. We're gonna get right into it though. We're gonna start with Kyrie Irving. Um, he gets injured yesterday or 2 days ago. Very, very. Uh, I was shocked. I ain't gonna lie. Like the way his leg looked, like it looked bad. Like I was hoping it was like just like a sprained knee or something like that, but it really did look like it looked like what it was. And he's out for the season. There's talk about shutting AD down, shutting Lively down, Gafford down, whoever. Um, so what was your take on the Kyrie injury and what do you see it for the Mavs going forward?
Uh, um, yeah, that shit was devastating. I never really been high on the Mavs, even when AD was coming back, but it's sad, like this type of year that Kyrie was averaging 25, made an All-Star game. He was healthy this year mostly, first time in like a couple of years, I feel like. It sucks more for him than the team, just for the fact that I know Kyrie was hooping, you know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing while AD was gone when there was injuries. He was the main focal point for situations like, and that situation just it really didn't look good. Like his knee, first he bumped knees, then his knee, like left knee went back. I thought it was a knee sprain too, but I mean, it's always something with the knee, it's always a torn ACL. It just hurts that he's out for the rest of the year. Like I said, I've never been too high on the Mavs, but it was like that really showed how the team is going to be for this year. Now for next year, when he recovers, you know what I'm saying, whenever he comes back, um, and they have another year under their belt, maybe. But like they might as well shut AD down, shut Lively down. If Gafford is close to coming back, maybe play him a little, maybe play him. But like I don't see the rush. If anybody's injured and you need them for the team, there's no rush to even get people back no more. Like we only got a month left for basketball of the season. Like Lively and them coming back is what it's gonna do. Without a true point guard like Kyrie. What is it going to do? You might as well tank. You might as well go ahead and tank, get you a little some, maybe get a high draft pick, not high, but maybe try to get a lottery, try to get you somebody in the draft. But right now it's about tanking because I mean, without Kyrie, there's nothing possible for that team.
Yeah. Only thing I would like ask you is like, well, what do you do with the playing spot? Because right now they're the 10 seed and they got like a good cushion from the Suns. The Suns is like 4 or 5 games back, I think. So like the Mavericks can still very well make the playing spot, right? And it was reported like AD and Lively are going to be reevaluated this week. Like this week they could have came back. You know what I'm saying? So like, what do you do about the playing spot? Because at the way it's looking, they can still make the play-in. They're in the play-in.
I don't think 4 to 5 games is comfortable. Me personally, they just got blown out by the Bucks today.
Yeah,
So that's 31 and 32. That's another game. So the Suns now 3 games, 4 games, by like 3, 4 games. If it was 5 games, 4 games behind, there was 4 games, 3 games behind. Like at this point, I'd rather see the Suns make the playing game than the Mavs because I'm not really trying to see no team, no Mavs team without Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? Like even if AD do come back, I don't think that's enough. I don't think AD is really enough for them to really do something in the playing. Like there's no point. You might as well tank, not even like not try to lose games, but I don't feel the purpose of even trying no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even about giving up. It's just a fact like you might as well just do what you gotta do, ride with the people you got now. Like they just lost today. It's gonna be like this until AD or Lively get back, but it wouldn't even matter. Like they still could have lost to the Bucks today. They got blown out. So it's like I don't really see the purpose. Um and like 4 to 5 games is not really even comfortable. Like when you still got D-Book and KD, even though that Suns team is kind of crazy, it's like they can make up that 3 to 4 games while the Mavs, if the Mavs keep losing. You see what I'm saying? Like if the Mavs go on like some 4 to 5 game losing streak, that's the Suns in the playing spot right there. But what do you, but like that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you trying to play for now? there's like I don't really see any point of even trying to even make something work.
They
But
really
how do
can.
you feel about it?
Yeah, they got nothing to play for right now. Like they got nothing. Like Kyrie's gone. Um, and there was a stat too, and I ain't even noticed, but like they said, like since the Luka trade, Kyrie Irving has played the most minutes of any player
Yeah,
the last like what 6 weeks, something like that. I didn't even know that, right? And Kyrie's been someone who's had injury trouble, injury history. I just feel for him, man. Like he's been playing so well. He's, I feel like he kind of got a bad rap, with the COVID stuff and the Boston Celtics stuff like that. And I feel like when he came to Dallas, he kind of like resurrected himself in a way. But he was always a great player. But like, I just feel like he was starting to get like a little bit of a bad rap, um, like off the court and stuff like that. So I feel like he's starting to like, well, not starting to, I feel like he has at this point got all that under control. He was playing well. He just made the finals, all this and that. Um, it's just tough, bro. Like I feel for Kyrie. Like, and the worst part about it is next year's kind of in jeopardy also because AD gonna be healthy, a Lively Gapper they gonna be healthy, but we're not gonna see Kyrie again until probably this time next year, like after All-Star break.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's
This
gonna,
is ACL we're talking about.
yeah, he's gonna miss all that time. Like the earliest we can see Kyrie is probably this time All-Star break. So he's gonna miss all that time, and then you're gonna be getting ready to go into the playoffs, and he's got to get himself back in shape, like work himself back into playing shape. I don't know how that's gonna go for the Mavericks, um, in that favor. Now with AD back at the four, you just never know. But this is really like this is really like the downfall of like the Mavericks, like as a
And,
whole.
and I don't mean to cut you off, but that's why I go back to Nico Harrison. Like, I feel for the Mavericks organization because it's like you trade away Luca. Now think about it. You lose Kyrie, you still got Luca to fall back on. You know what I'm saying? Like now you have AD to fall back on, but you already knew he was injury prone before you even got him. So now you got to lean on AD if they even do get him back in. But you like, come on now, Luca and AD are two different type players. You know what I'm saying? Luca is the type of player to get everybody involved. 80 ain't averaging on 20, ain't no averaging on triple double, bro. I mean, like he's at the four now. He's gonna score at will, but you still need the right type of players around. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, and that I just go back to that trade. I don't want to, but it's like now, like you know what I'm saying. Everything for the Mavs that went downhill. Like I'm just trying to figure out what was you thinking. Kyrie getting injured, yeah, it sucks, devastating to the team. But if you still had Luka on your team, you might can be like, you know what I'm saying. We in the playing spot. We can still even try to do something because you still got Luka. Now you got nobody you got AD to fall back on, but that's not the same type player.
Bro, that's not you right, bro. Like I know you wasn't really all that high on him for real, but I really feel like if this team healthy really could have did something this year. Like we saw it for 3 quarters, but they played the Rockets with a healthy team. In that game, Kyrie had like 4 points. Like he wasn't shooting the ball well, and they were just dominating them. And I'm like, okay, this team could probably do something. And we're not gonna be able to see it now. But we're just not this year, at least because I think the Suns when them coming back on the Clippers last night, I think they're gonna turn it around just a little bit and get that play-in spot. I think AD's gonna be shut down. I think they're gonna shut Gafford Lively down. I'll say this: Nico Harrison better like watch his back.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You never know who's out there in the world. Like you never know what people's intentions are. Like this was this trade could very likely like break their franchise. Like for the next how many so years. Like it really can.
I think it will because it's like you got to think about it now. Like they also need to raise their ticket prices by 8%.
Yeah. I don't know why they even like I'm guessing they did that because like I said, this is the week that um AD was supposed to come back. bro.
Oh man, their shit then. Oh, can you hear me?
That we go. Yeah,
Oh, you bet.
I'm guessing they did that because this was supposed to be the week AD and them came back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, then it makes sense like that. But like now, if that then fell back on you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. But let's go ahead and get to this next topic, though, man. Like I said, heart goes out to Kyrie, man. Like I feel for him. Um, LeBron James has just hit 50,000 points for postseason and regular season. Congrats to him. Uh, my initial take, bro, would just be greatness. You know what I'm saying? Greatness, like we never seen someone be able to sustain this level of play for this long. Like it's insane. He's in his what 22nd season.
Hmm.
I think Vince Carter played 22 years. I think you know what I'm saying. He was a basically a coach on the bench at that point. You know what I'm saying. He didn't really play. Like for LeBron to do this at 40 years old, and you think about it, we're the number two seed in the West. LA, the number two seed in the West, and like, well, he's top five in MVP voting now.
Top five MVP winner, and he just won Player of the Month. What's the conference Player of the Month?
And there's a stat out there, bro, that he won Player of the Month 20 years ago around
This
this
thing.
time. And
Yep.
he won Player of the Month 20 years later. Like, bro, it's crazy, bro. Like, you know me, bro. Like, we used to get into these GOAT debate talks. We don't really do it as much anymore now that we older. You know, whatever you have him, that's fine. But like, it's greatness. Like, what he's doing at this age, at this rate. And to sit here and say that the Lakers could actually win the championship this year or has a really good chance to, and he now has a guy like Luca to handle the ball handling duty so he can focus on other things and preserve his body. It's crazy, man. He's in a great situation right now. And, like I said, like for him to just be doing this at this age, it's insane. I don't think we're going to see this again.
No, no, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. But like you said, I agree with you. Like greatness, that's all you can really say is like, you know what I'm saying? The stuff that he's doing right now is like, it's hard to even explain. At 40 years old, like usually around this time, people are on the decline. Michael Jordan couldn't even do something like this. And you know what I'm saying? The most he averages was like 21, 22 on a bad team. Like we got LeBron on the Lakers who second in the West and came from seventh, sixth spot to second in the West after Luka trade, but it's still on like LeBron's second option playing what he's playing, what's they offer, Western Conference of the month. Like, and it's and like I can you hear me?
Yeah, you good. Go ahead.
I seen earlier, like I seen Stephen A. I seen a clip and Stephen A was like this like the GOAT debate, like Michael Jordan, Michael Jordan's the best player he ever seen. And but I'm a LeBron fan. I'm not gonna be biased on this, but it's like LeBron is the best player I've ever seen in my era because it's LeBron. Like what I'm saying, I grew up with LeBron, but and you're a Kobe fan, so I know. But it's like he said like the GOAT debate has to be stopped, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I agree with him just because of the fact like longevity wise, like I understand if you want to say Kobe to go because you've seen him play better, or I think LeBron is, but like I feel like as the GOAT debate as a whole we have to really think about the situation because like we have never seen somebody play like this for 22 years straight and they like he has so many different proms, bro. And the sad part and the crazy thing about it is we can even say now he has a 40-year-old prime. You know what I'm saying? Like averaging 24, 8 and 8 on a championship team is kind of insane at 40 years old. So it's like I don't know. I know people got their own opinion about the situation. I'm not gonna be biased about it. I just feel like as the GOAT debate is like we just gotta it just feels like you gotta actually sit down and actually think about the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody doing this for the longest time is kind of crazy. I've never seen this and this probably will never happen again. But it's like you just gotta sit down and think like, wow, like 22 years of greatness, bro. I don't know. It's just it's something like we can't take this for granted. He has a couple more years. Like imagine what happens when he's gone. Like people still watch basketball because of LeBron James. When he's gone, who's gonna keep, you know what I'm saying? We got other stars in the league, but LeBron is generational. Like so much, he's done so much for the basketball. 50,000 points, that's never happening. I'm sorry, but like even where he at now, like with the just regular season, 41,000, like more than that, like that's never happening. So it's like it's hard. He never had a major injury for real. The only one he had was that hamstring when he first got to the Lakers, and I think they just shut him down. But other than that, it was like we have never seen something like this before. I just want to say, just don't. I just hope people don't take this for granted. LeBron fans, Kobe fans, Michael Jordan fans, like just don't take what he's doing for granted because I don't think we'll ever see this like this again.
Nah, we not, bro. Like we not. And like with me, it's just like, bro, like I hate how people have to people feel the need to want to tear down someone else's career to build someone else's like up. And like for me, it's just like, bro, just appreciate it. Like
Yeah,
appreciate what LeBron's done. Appreciate what Mike's done. I'm a Kobe guy. I think he's my GOAT. So appreciate what Kobe's done. Like to me, like you can't go wrong with any of them. You know what I'm
right.
saying? They're all Mount Rushmore players, in my opinion. You know, for what LeBron James is doing at 40 years old, like he's putting up the same numbers that he put up when he was 24. Like, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? He's shooting better from three now than what he was then. You know what I'm saying? Like the man put so much work in his body, spent over like $1 million on his body, doing all these things and staying tip top shape. Like, you just gotta appreciate it, bro. Like, I was someone who grew up not liking LeBron because I was a big Kobe guy. You know what I'm saying? But I always respected LeBron. Yeah, I knew how good he was, you know. So, like I said, and we gonna get into plenty of LeBron debates and Kobe and Mike and on his pod, you know. But today's the day just to celebrate LeBron and you know what I'm saying? For him to just do that, for him to reach that milestone, which will probably never be reached again, because you think about it, he's 6,000 points ahead of Kareem, and Kareem played 20 plus years.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? 10K ahead of Cole. Cole played 20 years. Like, you really gotta be an animal. You gotta be different if you wanna, you know what I'm saying, reach those numbers. So, yeah.
it's gonna be hard to people even crack the top five. Like I don't know nobody right now. It's so many injuries. Like I don't know right now and who's playing right now who's really can crack the top five. Like I mean the way the trajectory that Shea's going, if he keeps averaging 30 a game, maybe. But it's just hard when you never like LeBron is it's crazy because LeBron's just had so many years of not bad injuries. He didn't play at least about 60, 70 games each year. It's like it's hard to really break that. But yeah,
Yeah.
we just like you said, just appreciate everything, appreciate the game of basketball what he's doing right now, and that's all we can do.
And speaking of LeBron, so again, we know his team is second in the Western Conference right now. Um, you know, they beat the Clippers, they beat the Timberwolves, beat some good teams along the way. We know that Luka, he kind of struggled when he first got there, being off for what, a month and a half or so. He's starting to find his form again. He's starting to be Luka Doncic again. We know he'd be all NBA first team had he played the amount of games, but um, that's not going to be the case this year. Uh, but with the way Luka has been playing and with the way LeBron's been playing, and more importantly, with the way that they've kind of fed off each other, how far do you see LA going this year?
Um, I think I think personally, not personally. I feel like LA can go far. I feel like finals. Well, I think I said on one. I think I said last week on the pod. I think it's either finals or Western Conference. If it's Western Conference or finals, or either that or bust. Like the way we doing now without a true big man, the way we got Jackson Hayes, it's just like we're playing so good basketball. We're playing very good basketball right now. It's like I don't really see us not doing nothing else but that. You know what I'm saying? Like with the way LeBron is playing, with the way Luke is playing, the ways Luke getting his groove back, the way LeBron is scoring is looking easy out there for him because it's like he don't really have to do much. Like he's just taking what the defense give him at this point. It's like it's really hard to really compete with the Lakers. So it's like I feel like Western Conference Finals is I want to say ceilings finals, But I want to give a little bit Western Conference Finals. I like to see that first, see how that goes, and then finals. But I really might be championship because I mean I ain't gonna lie. If play Boston or play Cavs in the finals, the Lakers, then I don't know. Like it really could be championship. So the way if they keep playing how they playing now, and Austin Reeves out, Rui's out. Once they come back, it really gonna be kind of crazy. So I think really for the Lakers, ceiling is probably championship, but I want to say Western Conference Finals just to because I personally have faith in OKC getting there. So if that be the matchup, I don't know how that will go. I would want the Lakers to win, but I think really might be ceiling championship.
Yeah, so for me, if you think about it, the last two games LA played, they've taken the best punch from the opposing team's best player. Kawhi, he gave you like a 30-point double-double, shot great from the field, and it didn't even matter. Right. Zion gave you a 38 yesterday
Mhm.
and shot 70% from the field. He made 17 shots, all 17 in the paint. Like we couldn't stop him, and it didn't matter. Right. And we won both of those games without Rui and without Austin Reeves. Like without our third and fourth best player, we're still beating these playoff teams comfortably. Not the Pelicans. Pelicans on the playoff team, but the Clippers. Um, I don't know the Timberwolves. I don't know who we played with versus the Timberwolves either. But point still stands, like we're beating these teams comfortably, and we're taking our their best punch from their best player. And
Exactly.
all of their best players playing well, it's almost like you just have no chance. Like the way Luka and LeBron are just gelling together. And this is why, like, when I heard people say, oh, Luka and LeBron, they both need the ball, it's not gonna work. I'm like, bro, they're both, to me, I know to you as well. These are the two, these are two of the most what more am I trying to say? Like these two players got the best IQ. Two out of the three players in the game got the best IQ in the NBA, and they play for the Lakers. Luka and
Right.
LeBron. The other one is Jokic.
Right.
I'm like, if both of these guys got the IQ of like almost down to the point where it's like they've mastered the game, like they just mastered all aspects of the game. How can that not work? Like,
Exactly.
know what I'm saying? Like, both these guys got top-notch IQ, like top-notch IQ. Like, no one in the league has better IQs than those two outside of Jokic. Like, of course it's gonna work. When you get that level of mastery in the game, when you get that level of smart, there's not an aspect of the game that you're not gonna be able to thrive in. You just may be asked to do something that you know what your team needs to win, but that doesn't mean that you couldn't play off the ball. That doesn't mean that you couldn't be great on defense still. You know what I'm saying? Like we're seeing LeBron play much better defense now because he doesn't really have to dominate the ball so much now. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get to that level in basketball, there's not a facet of the game that you can't excel at. You just may be asked to do something more than something else. So it's like when Luca came to LA, I'm like, that's gonna work because both of them have high IQs, the highest in the game. So they're gonna be able to play off each other. You know what I'm saying? Like when they played the Clippers, when Luca first got there, he had a give and go, I think, with Vanderbilt. And he looked at Luca and he said, that's what me and you gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's IQ for the game. Like when you, like I said, when you get to that level, there's not much you can do as an opposing team because those guys are just too good. They're gonna be able to figure it out and play with each other. Now it's just a matter of hitting shots
Right.
because we know they're gonna make shots. You know what I'm saying? And the passes they're throwing, the full court passes, the no looks, all that, like it's special. And to answer that question, like I'm with you, bro. Like finals, I don't think OKC's ready. You know that. I don't think they're ready. I think Shea's ready. I don't think OKC is as a whole. And I think that LeBron being there, despite that he's 40, I think Luka being there just last year, and we're healthy with Austin Reeves and Rui and Gabe Vincent and Vando and Finney Smith and all these guys. Jackson Hayes playing well. I think the Lakers are going to the finals this year. I don't know if we're gonna win it though, because Boston scares me. If Boston get, because the Lakers have had the number one defense or one of the top defenses in the league, um, for like the last 12 or 13 weeks, something like that. It was a stat out there. It's been a while. I know you've seen it.
That's it.
Huh?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen it.
Yeah. But what I also heard was that we're forcing teams to just shoot a lot of threes, right? And right now they're not making them. That scares me versus Boston because if we're gonna force them to shoot threes and they come out hitting like they did on opening day versus the Knicks, that's gonna be a problem for us. That's gonna be a real
Yeah,
problem.
we can't
So
just rely on that.
yeah, so there I know the Cavs are a great team, but I just feel like they're like a year or two away. I don't know. I think they've taken a jump, but I feel like they need to take another jump. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's still room for Mobley to grow a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? For them to be a championship team. So it's really Boston. You know what I'm saying? It's really just Boston. Like, uh, they're the only team that really scares me, and we wouldn't have to see them until the final. So, like, barring injury, like we never pray for injury. Healthy Lakers team. I don't think there's a team in the Western Conference that'll beat us. I think OKC will give us a good series, but I think our experience and our veteranship will get us past them. I think their youth would kill them in some games, and that'll be the difference in the series. So I will see finals for us. And I wouldn't even, and if we don't make it, I don't even think it's a bust of a year because we got Luca for the next how many years? You know what I'm saying? LeBron's
It
not going
depends
to
what you're
retire
saying.
next year. He's going to come back. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He seems happy. Son's on the team, all that. So yeah, it's scary. Like not a lot of teams can beat us. And we're gonna find out this stretch because I think we got the Knicks, we got the Celtics. We're gonna see. And we got some other good teams as well. If we can run the table with that, or let's say at max we lose one game, that's it. It's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, exactly. Like I agree with you. Like it's really up from here. Like it's really gonna get scary. Like Luca, the way he's playing, the way he got the way he's getting his groove back, the way he's shooting like he was playing for the Mavericks is like yeah, it's like I don't really like you said I don't really see nobody really stopping the Lakers, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Like it's gonna get real scary. I hope that's the case. Like against the Knicks, we're gonna see how it goes. I don't really have no threat. I really don't feel no threat towards the Knicks, but I think that Celtics game um is really gonna show. Because bro, the Celtics just had two people who combined for 19 threes today. Like that's crazy. Derek White and Payton Pritchard both had 40. Each of them had like 10 threes. And that's only two people on the team. And like, come on, like that's insane.
And think about that, bro. That's their that's their fourth and like sixth scoring option. Because you got Tatum, Brown, Porzingis. Those are your top three.
Exactly.
Then you got Derek White. He's fourth. Then depending on how you feel about Drew Holiday or Peyton Pritchard, he's between five or six. That was your fourth and your sixth option. Both went for 40 today.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
if we're gonna force teams to shoot threes and they're the ones shooting the threes, that's tough. That's
Yeah,
tough.
that's what I'm saying. That's the only team that really we can't really allow that to like we gotta fix that problem now. I don't know what we gotta do, but we gotta fix that
But it's
problem.
working right now. That's the thing. It's working for us because teams are missing. And we're making the best players see bodies. Like when we played the Clippers, when LA played the Clippers, bro, like Kawhi had 30 something and it was a good efficiency, but bro, every time he went to the rack, it was three bodies around him. Now, if that's Tatum and he's kicking out, not now, yeah, you might gotta fix that. But
Right.
it's working right now.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We gotta see because every team ain't gonna have no bad shooting nights. So once we figure
Yeah.
that out, we'll be fine.
Right.
Like
And to piggyback off your point, it's Knicks, Celtics, Nets, Bucks, Nuggets, Suns.
I mean, we can go. Lakers can go like shoot. Celtics really the only team that scares me for real. That's like 4-1 right there.
Yeah, yeah. So let's go ahead and get to some football. We ain't talked a lot of football on this show lately with the season ending. Chiefs getting whooped, getting that ass whooped. But you're Bears, bro. No, you're the Bears fan on this podcast. I'm a Steelers fan. Y'all made a trade for Joe Tooney of the Chiefs. Um, was a left guard, moved to left tackle. Because their left tackle from Kansas City was terrible. But all pro, out of championships, probably gonna walk into the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done. How do you feel? 'Cause I'm not gonna speak on the subject. How do you feel about Tooney going to the Bears?
Yeah, I think it was a good pickup for us. I think I can see what we're doing now. We just got Jonah Jackson from the Rams the other day. Um, we just got Joe Tooney, so I feel like what we're trying to do is make the O-line stronger for Caleb Williams, and also I don't know how much this might be truth, but personally, um, it feels like the way we're going might be, I don't know, because mock drafts got us getting like Kelvin Banks from from Texas, another lineman, but I wouldn't be surprised if because I was talking to Rodney earlier about it, and I wouldn't be surprised. He brought up like he mentioned something about getting Ashton Genty as a the running back from Boise State just because the way we're getting linemen. So it's like I want to say we can go that route or we can get another lineman. I personally feel like getting another lineman would be actually good because I mean, yeah, I would want to have another running back with a 1-2 punch with Swift. But there's other running backs like Ollie Gordon, um, Caleb Johnson in the draft. But I think us going lineman again in the draft will actually do something good for us. Because I mean, Joe Tooney is like all pro, you know what I'm saying? And I think the reason why the Chiefs traded him because he's 32, 33, and he wanted an extension, which I don't think they can't pay everybody on that team. So might as well, that was smart for us to really try to get him for that way we can get our line situation going. And we already got Caleb Williams. Um, as long as we protect him with the receivers we got. I ain't gonna lie, it's only up from there, but I think that was a good pickup for us. And I was actually surprised because it's like we've been bad at doing free agency trades and all that. We've been trading for like weird people. And now it's like this year they really like Ben Johnson is really starting to see like he's really have a vision for us and I feel he knows what the type of team we have. So it's like you gave Caleb his rookie year, he did what he had to do. You gave him a year of experience. Now you coming in, you got like you can't blame the line no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's at the point now where you got nothing to blame. Our
Yeah,
defense is not that bad. We're trying to get the line right. You can't blame the receivers. Caleb Williams like they said that he could be generational player. Let's see. We got Swift at running back. If we probably would get it, we'll probably even still get a running back down the line, like second or third round. But I feel like the way we're going is like we're trying to just get the line going. That way we have no, you know what I'm saying, we have no issues going into the season. Because that was the main thing for us. Like we always had weird stuff going on. Like it was either the line or Justin Fields was there. They're trying to blame Justin Fields. They try to blame coaching. Like now it's like we have the coach. Get the lineman. You know what I'm saying? You got Caleb Williams, you got the receivers, you got some defense. Like now, what is the excuse? You know what I'm saying? Like what is the excuse now? So I like what we did. I like the pickup. I feel like we're gonna add more people to it, but yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was actually kind of shocked though, because the Chiefs giving away him is kind of crazy, but I can see why, because he's a little high in age, extension wise. So I actually like the pickup.
it's gonna be interesting NFL season next year. Speaking of that, we're gonna get into some other topics with that. See DK Metcalf requested a trade. Miles Garrett already did that a couple weeks ago. Um, Seahawks released Tyler Lockett. Um, there's some things going on in the league, bro. I'm gonna start with DK first. They released DK, or DK requested a trade. They released Tyler Lockett. Um, I think it's said that the Seahawks aren't really gonna be any much of anything this year. Um, with DK wrote demanding a trade, where is a good fit for him to end up? Where do you think when you look around the league, what team could he go to and make an impact on?
I mean, I feel like Steelers need I think feel like they need a receiver unless y'all can get somebody in the draft. Uh, so that's the thing. Like, I really give that much thought because I didn't really expect that to happen. You know, like I didn't really expect DK. You know how they have trade rumors and stuff like that. People actually, you know what I'm saying, things going around. People
Yeah.
might like that really kind of shocked me. So I really don't know where DK can go. I know y'all need a receiver. I don't know what other team I know at the top of my head could really like teams need receivers, but I don't know what team he will fit on. Because I mean, let's be. I mean, we gotta ask. Like, I mean, I gotta ask you. Do you think he's still a wide receiver one, or do you feel like he can? He's slowly coming. He'll have to be like a wide receiver two. Like, put him as a wide receiver two.
So I'm glad you asked that. So, and I'm glad you said Pittsburgh because that's that in my mind. I'm like, hey, we need a wide receiver one or two. I like DK. I feel like if he comes to Pittsburgh, I think it's gonna be a situation like Cincinnati, which is at two number ones. Now, my thing is George, he's a great deep ball guy, right? But it's like I know he can do other things, but it seems like he only really gets highlighted like in the media for his deep ball catches. You know what I'm saying? I hear people say, well, oh, he he's not a good separator, but 50-50 balls are more like 80-20 balls because he's probably gonna come down with it. But he's not a good separator. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't get cushion between his defender. All that. I be hearing stuff like that. And I don't really think that's all that true. Like I feel like he's just a great wide receiver. But if we was to bring in DK, now we really can. Now other teams can't just solely focus on George. You got DK now. I feel like I don't know. It's weird in Pittsburgh because you know how we play. You know what I'm saying? I would say he would be a number two just because George has been there. He's been in the system. He knows what to do. But so yeah, I would say number two on our team. But there's so many teams in this league that he can go to and be number one. Like
Right.
he goes to Kansas City, number one. He goes to the Chargers, number one. We're gonna talk about Joey Bosa in a second. He goes to
Chargers, you think Lad McConkey's gonna go to number two?
yeah, DK is better. DK better. He had a great rookie year. I think Lad can be a number one, but he's a number two. Not what DK did. Yeah, I think DK went to like literally if DK can go to a lot of teams to be a number one right now. I ain't but a select few teams he can go to and be a number two. I would love him in Pittsburgh with us. I feel like over there he'd be a number two, but there's so many teams he can be a number one on. So
Right.
we'll see with that. Let's talk about Joey Bosa. Chargers released him. Not shocked, but I think whatever team he goes to can. I think whatever team he goes to, he'll make an immediate impact. Hoping he stays healthy and really, I think really help that defense. What did you think about that?
I seen somewhere, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I like to see him go to the 49ers. Well, with them releasing it was kind of, I mean, I understand. I mean, yeah, he was going, they had to pay him a lot of money. Like he was going to like get paid like what 30 something this year, 30.
Yeah,
Like I think they're trying to solely he's getting like a little bit older, so I think they're trying to really get younger players, which I understand. I feel like I see it. I mean, I would like to see him with 49ers, I ain't gonna lie, just because his brother played there. I don't think they really I don't think he really needs to get a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just more of a reunion, like a reunion type thing. Like him and his brother, both sides of the edge. Like that'd be kind of tough. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, right now I would say 49ers, just because I feel like they can actually make that happen, and I feel like he would actually do something like that. Just because he's getting older, so I don't know how many more years in the league he's trying to play, but um. I think 49ers would be a good fit. The Bengals need some players. Sam Hubbard just retired, so the Bengals can try to get him. Um, they will have to pay. I don't know how much he was willing. I don't know how much money he's willing to ask for, but I think the Bengals would be a good fit. I mean, them the two ones right there. I feel like either 49ers, which I feel like that'd be cool. Bengals, that'd be tough for them to fix their defense situation. There's a couple other teams too though, but them two right there really came top of my head.
And I was gonna say Bengals, bro. Swear to God, I was gonna say Bengals because he's someone opposite Trey Hendrickson. They gotta get a deal done with Trey. He's someone opposite Trey Hendrickson that could, I think, help them for real. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see him in Cincinnati. I think that would help them. Now, he's got to stay healthy. We know he's had some injury problems, but him being with Burrow, that'd be tough.
All
I
right.
personally feel like they're gonna trade T. And
But
I
they're
don't,
a franchise tag.
yeah, they franchise tagged, but I think it's gonna be a tag and trade thing. I don't think they're gonna extend him like he wants because they're gonna extend Chase, and I think they're gonna extend Trey. That's why they put T on the franchise tag. Like just from what I've been hearing around the league, bro, it's like well not around the league, like around like ESPN and Fox and all that. It's just like I don't really know if they jacking that. Like I want them to extend T. I want them to extend all of them, but what I keep hearing is okay, well if they extend T, extend Trey, extend Jamar, then they're gonna have the same problem they had this year, which is outside of Trey, the defenses are gonna be abysmal. So um I would love Bosa with the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I just I would I was thinking about this in my head because you know how the Cowboys they historically don't. No, I'm not gonna say historically, but recently they don't pay they haven't paid their players when they're supposed to.
Right.
Micah Parsons up for a contract. I feel like Jerry Jones is gonna somewhat bullshit him a little bit.
Mhm. Like he
Um,
did CD last year.
like CD. I was thinking of like a trade scenario where it's CD, not CD, where it's they tag T Higgins, trade him, maybe a draft pick or something for Michael.
Oh yeah, that'd be crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they can do that or what it would take, but I know that the Cowboys owners and business people, they're funny when it comes to paying people. And the Bengals owners and business people are funny when it comes to paying their players also.
Right.
No, well, swap trade. I think that would help both teams because the Cowboys get a number one receiver to go with CD Lamb. I think that'll help Dak out a lot. And then the Bengals just fix the big part of their defense with Micah, which is rushing the passer. Um, I don't know. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that, bro.
I mean, that'd be tough though. I ain't gonna lie, but it's like I think Cowboys will have. I think a team that trades for T Higgins will have to. They already know they'll commit long term, because this is contract year. So it's like Bengals tagged them. Obviously, that means if you really want me to be here, why not extend? You know what I'm saying? Like you do, it makes sense. Like the way you put it is like it do make sense. Like it might be a sign. It might be a little franchise to a sign and trade because it's like if you really want him in Cincinnati still, why not give him the money? You know he deserved it. This is the second year you franchise tagged him last year, then you tag him again this year. It's like you're playing me, like you know what I'm saying? Like where's my respect? Like I've been doing all this ever since I got here, and it's like all you can do is tag me. You don't want to commit long term. I understand you need to get your defense right, but how much do you need me? You know what I'm saying? How important am I?
Yeah.
So I feel like if they is trying to do a trade, if a team does try to trade for T Higgins, they're gonna have to commit long term. I don't know if the Cowboys would commit long term. I know the Bengals would go all in for probably Micah because they got to get defense right, but I don't know if the Cowboys would try to give him the money that he deserves while they already paid CD. But then again, that might be money that they was gonna get Micah that they'll just give T Higgins. I mean that was a good scenario, but I don't know. That's not true. I never thought of it like that, but it do seem like the Bengals is kind of playing with him. Like, what is
Right.
going on? Like, why you keep tagging? Like, if he's that important, and Joe Burrow wants to have him in the team, why don't you just sign him to an extension already?
And but this is gonna be our last topic of the day. Uh, Again, so the Eagles, they done paid Saquon and Zach Bond. Um, how do you see that working out for them as far as next year? Because Zach Bond was all pro, Saquon was all pro. I think it gives them a chance to win the whole thing again next year, and they release Slay, so they gotta have someone to replace him. But what do you think of them re-signing Bond, extending Saquon going forward?
Yeah, I think that was something they had to get done. Uh, extending your two best players, like kind of two of the five best players on your team. You had to get that done.
Yeah.
Without them two, you won't gonna be nothing anyway. So Zach Bond doing that was actually good for him. He was a focal point of their defense. You had to keep him. Um, and Saquon, you just gave him the money like he deserved. Like he deserved the 20 a year. You know what I'm saying? Like what he did for your team, he carried y'all some games. When Jalen Hurts won't playing good, he carried y'all. So that was well deserved. Um, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Did you talk about Slay getting released?
Yes, they got released.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Him and Bradbury got released. I knew that was. I mean, Slay. I don't know, but he's 34 years old. Yeah, it makes sense. You got Cleon Mitchell. You got Cooper DeJean. Them two are the. You know what I'm saying? You might as well just keep what you got in them two. I mean, Slay. He did good last year. I feel like, but it was no point to really keep him. And Bradbury, we knew that was gonna happen eventually. He didn't play at all last year.
Well, that's all the time we got for today's show. Um, we got into a lot of great topics. We're gonna do the same thing again next week. We want to appreciate you guys for tuning in every week. Be sure to follow us on all platforms. We got TikTok, Threads, Instagram, YouTube, of course. Um, so we just want to appreciate you guys. And yeah, see you on next video.
See y'all later.